August was an extremely busy month in gaming. Let's take a look at what's coming out in September on Game Pass and what might be worth your time. Hey, I'm Stan with Busy Dad Gaming. I help busy dads figure out what games to play on Xbox and PC so they can relax and go back to their families recharged. With the limited amount of time that we all have, there just wasn't enough time in the month of August to get to all the games that actually came out. Between Hades, Psychonauts 2, 12 Minutes, Quake, you even had the Halo beta, there just was not enough hours in the day to get to all of them. Now I was able to play a couple of the games, I just don't have enough time invested into them to do a proper impression, so make sure to keep on the lookout for those impressions. Otherwise, let's take a look at some of the games coming out in September that may actually be worth your time. So the first one I'm really looking forward to is Origami 2, and this is coming out September 17th. Kind of reminds me of Tenchu from back in the day, and I don't know if you remember that game, but I loved that game. Really looking forward to this. I may go pick up the original for 25 bucks, depending on if I like this one or not. So definitely will be checking that one out. Next up is Life is Strange True Colors, and this one comes out September 10th. Now from what I gather, this is a game around grief and how you're solving the mystery of what happened to the protagonist's friend. It's a very narrative driven game, so don't expect a ton of gameplay per se. It's not like an action adventure game. Just keep that in mind when you're going into this, that you're going for the narrative, not necessarily the gameplay per se. And last up is Sable, and this one comes out on September 23rd, and from what I gather, again, it has a certain cell shading kind of art style to it, so it actually looks kind of cool. It kind of reminded me of Zelda Wind Waker. It's also more of an exploration style type game. When they were writing the speeder thing, I'm not sure what it was called, but it kind of gave me a Star Wars pod racing vibes. Overall, it's just a exploration style game. Trailer looked kind of cool, so I'm not exactly sure what the story is, but just from the gameplay and the art style, it actually looks like something that would be kind of cool to pick up on Game Pass and just start playing and see if it's something that I enjoy. Now, there are a few games coming out that are not on Game Pass, and I'll just highlight a few of them here just briefly. So the first one is NBA 2K22. That comes out September 10th, so if you're a basketball fan, that's definitely something to take a look at. You're also looking at Kena Bridge of Spirits, and so that one's actually coming out on PS4, PS5, and PC. And so since it's coming out on PC and it was a game that I was really interested in, wanted to include it here. I'm not sure if I'll play it on the PS5 or the PC, most likely the PC, but it is a game that I've been looking forward to, so I'll definitely dive into that one. And last but not least, you have Diablo 2 Resurrection, and this one comes out on September 23rd. If you're a Diablo dungeon crawler fan, this is definitely something that you're going to have to pick up. I remember playing Diablo from way back in the day and had a ton of fun. Didn't have as much fun with Diablo 4, but you know, be that as it may, this is definitely something you're going to want to check out. Now, September really does feel like the calm before the storm. Once we hit that holiday season, there are going to be a plethora of games. So you're going to be looking at COD, Battlefield, Back 4 Blood, Dying Light 2, Halo, Forza, Far Cry 6, and really the list goes on. So this is going to be one of those holiday seasons that Xbox can really gain a lot of momentum and capitalize on Sony kind of being AWOL for this particular holiday season. So hopefully Xbox can really drive things home and push that overall narrative over the next 3 to 6 months to show what Xbox can actually offer consumers. Now, coming at this from a dad's perspective, there are quite a few games coming out, and you know, catching up from August and you know, here in September, I'm already kind of behind on games as it is in terms of impressions, so I need to be selective on those games that I'm actually doing those impressions on. There is a poll up on my channel, so make sure to go ahead and make your voice heard. There are a few games in there. I think last time I looked, Hades and Psychonauts 2 were the leaders, Psychonauts 2 being the leader overall. And with so many options being made available to gamers this holiday season, really picking only a few titles to tackle is going to be the best way to get through some of these. So, you know, having like a top 3 kind of thing and then everything else being gravy might be the course I end up taking on this. We'll have to see how things go. But for September, I'm going to catch up a little bit. I'm going to get the Psychonauts 2 and most likely Hades impressions. I have a decent amount of time with Hades up to this point. We are about to fly into the eye of the storm when it comes to this holiday season. So it's a great time to own an Xbox. It's a great time to own a PC. Make sure to check out the video that's recommended for you most, and I'll see you in those upcoming videos.